Welcome to Ed Finn's America. In this, the final program of the series, we're finishing on a high in the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. Like all of the US states in this series, Ohio, Philadelphia, New Jersey and Colorado, we flew direct from Dublin with Aer Lingus to our destination. Ireland has distinct advantages for flying non-stop to the States, proximity and pre-clearance. Being on the west of Europe means we're a hub for US travel for the rest of the continent, but also travellers can clear pre-clearance at both Dublin Airport and Shannon. What we, the Irish, get is a multitude of direct services from our little island to our big neighbour across the pond. There are around 24 direct services from Ireland to destinations the length and breadth of North America. However, in this episode, let's go for height. Discover where one of the newest direct routes from Ireland will take you, the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. We made the Halcyon in Cherry Creek our base. True to its name, it is idyllically happy and tranquil. This is a trendy spot just outside the city, perfect for exploring Denver. Wow!
Right? It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Lovely to meet you.
So nice to meet you as
Jana,
well.
how are you? This is beautiful here. You're well known here for your graffiti and your street art, so I'm excited to do this tour.
So we can start with this piece, which is one of our iconic pieces of the Denver city. It's called the Love This City mural.
It's gorgeous.
Isn't it gorgeous? It was done by a creative team called the Sonar Creative Division. Lead artist is Pat Milbury. And it's kind of fun. Sonar, most people think of the underwater radar, that ping that happens that submarines use. It's actually from the idea of Sonarly Dude, as Pat Milbury is a former professional snowboarder.
Okay, cool.
Right?
Yeah, and listen, I did a lot of skiing and snowboarding here as well in my good old days. Fantastic place for that.
Exactly. So that's one of the nice things about this. It kind of highlights both aspects that Colorado is famous for, both our street art and our winter sports.
Fantastic.
So as you'll see, there is art everywhere in most cities, but especially here in the Rhino Art District. You'll see stencils on the ground like that.
Hi, cowboy.
Right? You'll see artwork like the sculpture up on top, that's the shark.
Wow, that's very cool.
Isn't that amazing? And then stickers, because we consider stickers part of street art as well.
Very creative kind of area.
Exactly. So this amazing piece, as I mentioned, is painted only on the fins, and the fun thing is that it's painted on the flip side as well. So if you start to look behind you, you can see little bits, and then once we get completely past it, the whole thing will come together to represent Larimer Boy. And you can see as you look at it straight on, there's nothing there except for the background color, as there's a different image on the flip side of those fins.
I like this because you know our show is called Ed Finn's America, right?
That is correct. That's why I thought you might enjoy this one especially.
That's gorgeous. I love it. But this is really cool. I mean, the whole place is like one open art gallery, Jana.
That is exactly how we put it.
It's really gorgeous.
Every surface gets touched. There's almost nothing you'll see that is not touched. And then there's just sort of a funky sense to the whole area, which is amazing.
It's really cool. I mean, it's so unique, to be honest.
Right? You'll see even the picnic benches all get painted by different artists.
Amazing. It's
which
beautiful.
is fun.
Wow. Well, that was a really enjoyable tour with Denver Graffiti Tour today, and Jana. And what a lovely way to finish it off with a few craft beers here in our mutual friend. I never realised that Denver had such an eclectic and interesting art scene. Now it's time for me to get my hands dirty in one of Denver's top Italian restaurants, Olivier. I'm off to meet head chef Ty. Buongiorno, Ty.
Buongiorno, ciao.
How are you?
Ed, how are you?
Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well.
Yeah, very excited to try your pasta making class.
Wonderful. Glad to have you here.
I've heard great things about your restaurant.
Yeah, well, thank you. Would you like to head up to the bar? We can have a little drink beforehand.
I won't say no.
As well.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
I've heard there's a waiting list of months to get on these classes, so I feel very privileged to be here today.
Yeah, we do maybe 2 a month. They're super small classes. only about 10 people. Try and give as much personal time as we possibly can for everybody. Should we get to work?
Yeah,
awesome.
great.
Let's go ahead.
From flour and eggs to perfectly rolled and filled pasta, what a masterclass by Michelin recommended head chef. So far, so good. Just explain to us the connection here with you and the Michelin Guide.
Yeah, so here, this is our second year with Michelin. So we're on the Michelin recommended list. There are only four restaurants in Colorado that have the Michelin star at the moment, not including the green stars. But yeah, we were super humbled to even be on that kind of recommended list. I worked in quite a few Michelin restaurants in California, and I never thought that we would be kind of on the same list as the caliber of restaurants that are. So yeah, we're super humbled to be on there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm super humbled to be getting a pasta cooking class from a Michelin chef. It's brilliant. Yeah, wonderful.
Absolutely.
Fruits of our labour, Heather. That looks amazing. Thank you.
Awesome.
I don't need to ask you what this is, of course.
Yeah. So we made agnolotti del plin. The filling is a mixture of braised rabbit along with pancetta. It gets all tossed inside of a black garlic jus. And then we top it off with some oregano, but then we also have this grated Parmesan. So it's 26-month aged Parmigiano Reggiano.
Nice.
Comes from a super nice farm out in Emilia-Romagna.
Thickness of the pasta, that is really amazing.
Yeah, thank you. We're super happy with this one. One of my favorites right here.
So, if the TV thing doesn't work out for me, will you find can I come here? Will you find a place in the kitchen for me? What do you think?
Yeah, maybe a little more practice, and then yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, that was amazing. Ty has been voted one of the best chefs here in Denver, and I can see why now. My candlelit suppers going forward are going to be really good. Union Station is in Lodo, lower downtown in Denver, a beacon of what's possible. Within is the Crawford Hotel, whose namesake has pioneered development and preservation. Her reputation is legendary, with even Kevin Costner at her birthday. Dana, it's such a pleasure to meet you. I know that you're a legend here in Denver and you're responsible for preserving half of the city, I believe. We're sitting in the most beautiful place today, Union Station, and there's been the most incredible refurbishment renovation project. And when you see Denver today, it must have been incredibly different to when you were here when you were a younger girl.
Well, I came here in the middle 50s. And Denver was a very nice city, but they were systematically tearing down all their old buildings. And I'd been in graduate school in Boston, and I said, "Oops, maybe it was important that we hang on to our roots."
You feel like you step back in time in the Crawford Hotel here, because it's that beautiful 1930s, 1940s feel, American feel.
Oh, good. You know, you're getting to be extremely smart.
It's the air here. It's the air in Denver, the Mile High City.
Well, the air is, spectacularly clean and fresh and invigorating.
Dana, you were responsible for over 800,000 square feet of properties that you preserved. It's an incredible legacy that you are leaving for this amazing city.
Well, actually, it's 1 million square feet.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we didn't use our mathematics properly.
Yes, yeah. Amazing. Where did that passion come from?
Well, people often ask me that question, and when I'm feeling really sassy, I say, "Well, it's because I drink too much." But that's not it,
Yeah, it does help sometimes. Yeah.
In all cases, but at any rate, it actually was a family situation, and also part of the time that I spent in graduate school in Boston, I got the bug in a big way. So that's what happened.
Brilliant. Dana Crawford, it has been an absolute pleasure. I want to say thank you so much for coming to speak to us on Irish TV today. It's a real pleasure, and I know that you don't do that so often, so we are really, really grateful.
Well,
thank you so much.
Thanks for asking me.
Now for a local delicacy and an award-winning coffee beer at Wynkoop Brewery. Wow, this place is amazing.
Isn't it fantastic? Welcome to Wynkoop.
Oh, this is really my kind of bar. You only get these in America, Kat.
Absolutely.
I love them.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Hey, great bar, great beers.
Is this the beer that won the awards?
It sure did, yeah. Won an award last year at DABF, won a silver medal. So we're hoping for gold this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. Oh, that is really interesting. I mean, really nice.
Yeah.
And you do get a very subtle, coffee taste, but I mean, it's not, that's really nice.
Thank you. Yeah.
I've never had that before, a beer with sort of a coffee tones to it. I can taste the award. Wow.
I love it.
Oh my goodness, that is really, really cool. I love that beer. Well done.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Ooh la la.
So
And this looks like Guinness.
not quite Guinness, maybe just a little
Black
bit
beer.
sweeter.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So this is probably the beer that we are most popular for.
Okay.
Rocky Mountain Oyster Stout.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
There are actually
All the things I
Rocky
love.
Mountain oysters in there.
Wow.
We put 36 pounds of bull testicles in this beer when we are brewing it.
Bull testicles.
Yes, that's what Rocky Mountain oysters are bull testicles.
I'm learning so much here today. It's amazing.
This beer started out as an April Fool's joke, and then people showed up to the brewery expecting to drink it. And so we decided, well, we should probably brew it, and we've been brewing it ever since 2012.
Oh my God, that's very nice.
So a little sweeter than Guinness, but still those like nice dark roasty malts.
yeah.
So
Right.
little chocolatey, a little bit of smoke in
I
there.
love the way, you use very eloquent words for something quite interesting.
Thank you.
Rocky Mountain Oysters, right? Wow.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's lovely. Love this one, but I mean, they're all really good. I love
Thank
this.
you. Yeah, this is definitely a fan favorite, and this is something we will continue to brew and hopefully continue to win awards for.
Yeah. When somebody asks me now, would I like a coffee? I know what I'm going to say from now on.
Exactly.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks a million, and well done.
Thank
Yeah,
you
amazing.
very much. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying them.
Well, that was an amazing beer tasting experience. Don't leave without trying the Rocky Mountain Oysters. Just don't ask where they come from. From meaty beer to a feast of vegetation, Edible Beats has 5 eateries, including one at Denver Airport. For customers, their staff, their community, and our planet, these guys are making a mark without leaving a trace. We got to see their farm and sample their menu with Justin at Vital Root. Justin, it's a great pleasure to meet you. I've heard so much about you. You are a trailblazer here in Denver when it comes to what you've done with Edible Beats.
I just found a heartbeat in Denver that just connected me to the building, to the neighborhood. And it's just led me down this road of being, just a better steward to the resources as I get older and being more responsible to the food system.
Everything's bursting out with health here, and it's fantastic, really, what you're doing.
For us, like you mentioned, I think we have a lot of positivity because we also transferred to become an ESOP, which is an employee stock ownership program. So basically all the employees are the owners of the restaurant. They all have a vested interest in the success of the restaurants. So that's just part of who we are as a culture. And food-wise, there's just so much great food out there. And Denver, I think, is a shining example of it. You could easily pass it by without thinking about it. But when people come here, I think they're going to be blown away of just how many great restaurants there are, how many passionate chefs there are. And I think there's a really vibrant scene of both health and wellness and also being responsible for local sourcing, sustainable sourcing. And that's not just us. I think there's many chefs that do that really well.
Great stuff. So listen, let's have a look at the farm.
Let's
Thanks
go.
a million.
Awesome, thank you.
Corey, how are you?
Doing well, how are you?
I'm on Mars.
Yeah.
This is incredible. Brilliant. So how does this work, Corey?
So basically the whole concept is in the back we have a 220 gallon tank of water that I fill with nutrients, a recipe that I come up with. And then once every few hours, the water's pumped up along the top of the gutter, drips down the plants, hits the bottom gutter, and then is recirculated back into the water here. The whole farm at peak will only use about 3 or 4 gallons a day.
Wow,
Water.
incredible.
So this is one of my favorites. This is purple mustard frill.
Wow.
It's in the mustard family. It's got a little bit of that spicy bite. Really, really vegetal. crispy. This you'll find at Vital Root. Yeah.
That's just like put in my ham sandwich.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, instead of that mustard spread, just some mustard greens. It's phenomenal.
God, it's incredible.
Yeah.
So it's so strong, the taste. Listen, thanks a million. This is super impressive. As you said, fantasy meets sci-fi.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here in Denver.
Yeah, right in the backyard.
They're even wind-powered, and the food is responsibly and ethically sourced. So I've ordered the banh mi tofu tacos, which have all the lovely greens that we saw earlier. And this is one of the most popular dishes here at Virtual Root. Wow. That's like eating a garden. Very delicious garden. On the road west from Denver, we arrived in Clear Creek Canyon. In 1859, this was the first place gold was discovered in Colorado. So today I'm in the historic mining town of Idaho Springs here in Colorado, just 45 minutes from the hustle and bustle of Denver. This is where the gold rush began in the late 1800s. And apparently today I'm going to try the best pizza in America. Bojo's Pizza is infamous in these parts, along with the local honey.
Right.
Oh wow, Shelby, this is like the moment I've been waiting for all week.
Yeah, so this is our mountain crust. Some people like to tackle the crust first, have a dessert, and then finish the pizza, or however you like.
Wow. Okay, this seems so wrong. Honey on pizza. But you know, it's hugely popular. So let me see. That's delicious. It's like a delicious cinnamon roll. So good. So it's not just a pizza, it's a dessert as well. And a mountain pie. And there's gold in them crusts. Argo Gold Mine and Mill dates back to the Colorado Gold Rush, at a time when the area was known as the richest square mile on Earth. Aaron,
Hello, Ed.
so good to meet you.
Wonderful to have you here today.
I'm so
Thank you
excited to
much.
try this.
Yes, this is the Argo.
Amazing.
So we're going to take a guided walking tour of the facility today.
Amazing.
Maybe get you some gold at the end.
Brilliant.
See how your hand goes at that. I just want to point out that this was built with the best turn-of-the-century materials available at the time. So 6 redwood timbers would build this mill, along with original Pittsburgh steel shipped out from across the country. All of the rock ore that goes through this mill, though, has to be ground down or pulverized into a fine, fine dust before we can extract the microscopic precious metals. So this is a little mock-up of the stamp that I have here. I'm gonna hop up here and give her a test run for you.
Great.
The tops of the stamps would have came about 10 feet shy of the ceiling,
Wow.
and the structure of the stamp would have been braced to the structure of the mill.
Yeah, the machinery was something else, wasn't it?
Yeah, so Ed, I'm actually gonna hop on this crusher and show you how this worked.
You're crushing it, Aaron.
I know,
You're crushing
manpower.
it. You're crushing it.
I mean,
wow.
woman power.
You can see it. Look, there's the copper there. Look, the zinc. Ah, yeah. Flying out.
Now we're gonna get copper, lead, zinc, silver, and gold from that rock dust.
So now you're going to have to separate it out.
Yeah, chemical extraction.
I'm telling you, I'm way ahead of you.
That brings us to our chemical extraction processes. This one is called amalgamation. These amalgamation tables are going to be a mercury extraction process to extract gold and silver.
Okay.
So here in this mill, like I said, we are able to extract all of the big 5: copper, lead, zinc, silver, and gold. So we'll head on down to froth flotation so you can check out that. All right, froth flotation here is going to help us extract that copper, lead, and zinc. And the way this process works is basically separation through agitation. All of the agitating of that oily substance allows that hydrophobic particle to float to the top, and we capture it, copper, lead, and zinc. So that's how this mill is able to extract all of the big 5.
Okay, very cool.
We took just under $3 trillion through that tunnel, through this mill, and down to the mint.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. All right, let's go
Amazing.
do some panning, Ed. Let's get you
Yes.
some gold.
Okay, great.
Now, remember when we talked about separation through agitation? Start to agitate that sand. Draw some circles with it. You can do better than that. Shane knows how you can agitate.
I can. You're the ugliest sand I ever saw.
Perfect. There, just like that. See how that rock is rolling over the edge? We're removing that waste rock so we can get to the gold. And then you see your gold pop right on out.
Ooh, la la. Yes,
looks
indeed.
like we got 3 pieces there.
Wow.
So we'll just let that water out the bottom.
Nice pair of earrings there now, you know.
Saving up for your retirement, huh, Ed?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's way off, yeah.
Each of these pieces of gold is about 10 times bigger than the original gold, placer gold that they would have been pulling out of the creek. That would have been microscopic gold dust.
Wow.
So each of those pieces is worth about $1.80 to $2.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So you'd start early. You start early enough, shouldn't you? I suppose.
well, Ed, we like to say you leave here rich in memories. not necessarily gold.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Absolutely. Yeah. Still
All
like
right,
it.
you want to take that gold home with you?
That's very cool. I like it. I would, yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, brilliant. And that was really great. I must say that was one of the most interesting tours I've ever done. Has to be said.
It's great.
And
Colorado history.
leaving with gold.
I know.
There's gold in them hills. I love
Still,
it.
80% of the gold left in the high Rockies. Yeah.
I'll be back.
Great. We'll be here. Thanks, Ed.
Our last stop is a national landmark, famed for spectacular and colossal sandstone rock formations, attracting hikers, bikers, horse riders, and rock climbers. So I'm here today in the Garden of the Gods, which is pretty impressive. And in 1909, Charles Elliott designated that this whole place be forever kept free to the public. And it's amazing. This really is a gateway to the Rockies. The Mile High City is a destination in itself. It offers so much and is a terrific base to explore the state and the states. Whether you're planning a road trip or looking for new destinations, America is packed with surprises. And now with all the direct routes from Ireland, it's never been an easier time to explore this amazing nation. So, until next time, keep the spirit of adventure alive, and remember, there's always so much more to discover on Ed Finn's America. No visit to Denver would be complete without the visit to the legendary Red Rocks concert venue, famous of course for U2's live concert in June 1983, where they filmed their first video release, Under a Blood Red Sky.